What's up, y'all? It's your boy DSD. We're here with another edition of our YouTube. And today is Tuesday, so that means we got Creative Tuesday ahead of us and we're doing this edit. So, being honest, I had one last week that I did that a lot of people were interested in, which is over here, and I messed up and didn't really save the Photoshop document. Really dumb, really idiotic. Hey, but you win some, you lose some. So we're gonna do this one today, and I'm gonna break it down how we did it. And before we get going, make sure you subscribe down below because I'm running a competition here. I'm running a competition. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give out a pretty good gift. Pretty good giveaway. Make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss that. And let's get started. What is up, y'all? It's your boy DSD. So I wanted to try something different today. I wanted to do a different scenario where I showed you the starting edit that I did and the ending edit, so you can see from beginning to end. So this is where I started and this is where I ended. Pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed doing this one. It was a lot of fun and I'm excited to show you guys. I think you're really gonna enjoy this one. Okay, so Anthony Edwards goes #1 overall to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously old news, but I thought it would be an epic edit if I could do a little bit of a jersey swap and maybe something like, like a Thanos effect, like, dying off of him because he's now a Minnesota Timberwolf. Let's get started. I'm going to drink a sip of my coffee first. That was good. Okay, let's get started. This one's going to be fun. So, first thing you always do is you want to cut them out. There's multiple ways to do it. You could use the pen tool. You could use whatever. There's a billion different ways, and I'm not going to go through that today. Maybe someday I will. Okay, so I already cut them out for the sake of the edit. Basically, it took me like 20 minutes or something along those lines. So in this case, I wanted to start with the background. So I wanted to cut him out because I knew I was going to use him, and then I was going to put the background around him, how I was going to do it. So let's start with, I always put the ground in first. It really depends on the situation, but in this case, like, it was really important so I could kind of visualize it. So I got some just regular wood floor, combined them together to make it look like it's all together. And then that gave me the vibe of like an NBA floor. Nothing crazy. Then I added like a grayish background just to kind of, it set the mood for me. And then what I did was I had to color grade the flooring because like it just doesn't look right, let's be honest. So I changed it a little, made it a little more blue, and then I added some lighting just to kind of make him the centric thing. Exactly. And I used, for the coloring, I used a color balance, and then for the lighting down here, I used a curved adjustment layer. Okay, so then it wouldn't be much of a DSD tutorial video if there wasn't any fog, so I'm gonna add some fog. So I had some black, some white, and I think some gray to really kind of make it look like misty. So then we're good. Then I added some more curved adjustment layer to kind of set more tone. Added some more, added some like highlights just to kind of give him as the focal point. It's almost like a mist. So then we're good with the background. So there's still some stuff we're gonna add, but just like the basic idea is all set. For a jersey swap, what I usually do is I cut him out. I cut out just the jersey, so I'm able to really make some changes on it. So just for context, I will show you what it looks like. So I wanted to do just like 1/2 of a jersey, not the full thing, because it was going to be looking a certain way. So I just knew what it was going to look like, to be honest. This is what I started with. And then I knew that there's going to be a Nike symbol there, so I left that. But what I did is I did the lasso tool and highlighted it, right-clicked, and I pressed fill. And then what it does is it makes it look like everything else. It's actually pretty cool. So then I wanted to make it look more blue. So I added some blue. I added the color adjustment layer, just regular blue, and then added the color, like blending mode. Add some more adjustments, which actually really made it look very real. and then I added some lightness around the collar because I knew that it needed to be lighter. So then I started really putting it together because obviously with the Minnesota Timberwolves, it has that thing up top. So what I normally do is I will have a photo up top on the right, but in this case, I just don't have one because I deleted it already, kind of like an idiot, but I'll keep getting better with these. So I did everything correct here to make it look a certain way. And then it has that, that bluish on top. So then I kept adding adjustment layers to make it look like that color, and then we got it. So then you generally need that white vibe right here. So what I usually do is I put just a color to see where it's gonna go, and then I usually add the color adjustment layer through curves, and I just make it look a certain way that I want. Then we need to remove the side section, so I just did a bunch of copy and pasting. Then I made it match color wise. Then I added the Minnesota logo, and then I added the number 1 because he's number 1. So then I went ahead and so now I'm gonna put the full body together. So this is what it's gonna look like. And right under here was a little red, and I noticed that later on, so I made it end up being white. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, there you go. So I wanted it to look white, so I color corrected that. Okay, so now we're done with the jersey swap type of vibe here. So then I added a broken Georgia jersey. So what I want to get the perception of is like a ragged, breaking, kind of going away. So then I added a bunch of cracked layers, and what I did is I did a adjustment layer through overlay and just kind of made them all around the sides. So it gave that perception of falling apart. Then I added some more darkness to make it look more real, and then I added some lightness around the edges to really give that perception that it's really like an edge. Then I added some darkness under it for both of them, then that really kind of made it look very real. Yeah, so we're done here with the jersey now. So then I started really working with him to give the perception of what I wanted here. So I added some feet shadows, just pretty important to get going. So I wanted to have a lightness coming from the right side. So what I did was I added some just color. So I added just an overlay red adjustment, I think I used the gradient tool, and then I made it overlay, and then I did screen to make it look really bright. Then what I did was I combined all the jersey together, all the Anthony Edwards. So you can do that by doing Shift Control Alt E, and what that does is it combines all the contents together. So I wanted to really work specifically on him, which is why I have it broken down into different specific things. It actually makes a lot more sense once you see me doing it, but maybe we'll do that in the future. So then I added some more dark on his feet to make it look more real. Same thing, I added some dark on the outside of him because I wanted the light to be coming in from the right side. So then I added some more dark, you get the gist here. Then I added some rim lighting because I wanted it to come from the right side again. Then I added some more highlights, same thing, coming from the right. Then I wanted to add some red because it really gives that perception of coming in on the right side. Then before I went ahead and did this, I added some over the top coloring. What this did was it gave me the perception of where the light was coming. So that's how I went ahead and did that. So then that's why it was really bright. Yeah, so then when I go ahead and I put it all together, and when I start doing the dispersion piece, really the key is that you want to make it look like it's going a certain way. So first I added some pieces of his jersey being pushed away. So I got that through here. So then what I did is I made them look like they were kind of flying. So I did that through all this. Yeah, then that's the vibe I got. So that really actually kind of, in my opinion, started pulling it together. So I was like, I have to add some lighting as well. So I added some darkness on the back, and then I added some highlights on the right. So it looks like it's coming from that direction. And I added some motion blur to make it look like it's going a certain way. And then before I start going into the actual dispersion, I added some shadows and fog in front of him to kind of give this perception of engulfed in the lighting. So I added it actually coming over him, so it was like coming around him. And then I added both of these, so it gave that real perception of he was engulfed in there. And then what I did was I added the dispersion piece, which I think is the last piece. So I have some brushes that I do with these. So I added just red splotches, like little pieces. Then I saw, okay, he's got some black and white in his jersey, so I need to add some of those. So I added some black, which is very minimal. Then I added some white, which is a little more noticeable. Then did the same thing, more black, and then more white in the areas where there's white and black. Then I added some more over the top. It's really all about the feel. So I just wanted to keep adding some more and more to kind of give this visual feel. And that is actually it. So I usually will like save layers and double them depending on the situation, because in some scenarios you really need to keep layers just in case if you mess it up, if they become destructive, quote unquote. So I usually leave them, which is why I have this on the right side right here. So I'm actually done, but what I wanted to add a little bit more of on the right, it's my left side, but it'll come off, I'm coming on the other side, it's over here. And I had some more dark, and I actually cut out these to make it look like it was on top of the darkness, so I added more depth. Then I wanted some more color, so I added some gradient maps, which I think added a lot. I thought was a really cool feature. And then I combined them all together, and then I put it through a camera raw filter, and obviously add the DSD logo on the bottom. That's really it. This one was actually not that hard. It seems like it is, but it's just a lot of like mental preparing, thinking through these things, making sure you have the right steps, all the right content. It takes a while to learn how to jersey swap, but once you get good with it, it's like, honestly takes me like maybe an hour to do just a jersey, not the pants. But a full blown jersey swap takes a few hours, but I think it's pretty fun. So as always, guys, I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe down below. It mean a lot to me, and we're trying to grow this channel. And make sure to tell your friends and family, because end of the day, like, it's all about you guys. Oh, last thing, make sure you let me know down below who you want me to do next, because it doesn't really matter what I think. I want to do what you guys like. So if you want me to do specific players, let me know, and I will put them down in the comments below. So appreciate it, guys. Love y'all. Enjoy your day.